Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. This is Force with some more Hearthstone ladder climb. We are currently ranked 13. We're going to be continuing to push our way through the ladder. Today we will be using a version of Warlock Zoo from Don't Kick My Robots, Christopher. He's actually a player who I do believe we've highlighted decks from of his in the past. So I'm interested to give this deck a go. Seems pretty decent. That's annoying. I wanted to open up with a coin knife juggler. And I honestly think I still will. So that is really strange and annoying, but let me tell you why I decided to still do it. Because next turn I've got 2 1-drops to potentially kill both minions that he will have. Well, if he goes this into this and then he reinforces, we'll have 2 chances to kill the remaining 1/1, in which case this may, nope. Never mind. All of those plans out the window. That's too bad. All right, well we are gonna go with both of these. I do know he's gonna kill the young priestess. I'm well aware. That's obvious. That's obvious at this point. But the point of Zoo, the point of this version of Zoo, based on Christopher's write-up on this deck, is board control. And him throwing a creature at a minion of mine still allows us to maintain board control. So it's an okay. It's an okay thing for me. This is unbelievable. Look at this. What is going on here? Okay, so he's gonna go for my face with that. And I wonder what he's with a, okay. All right, fair enough. Fair enough, fair enough. Let's see how we want to do this. I'm gonna throw, I need to kill that, obviously. And I could pump up, and I wanna kill that as well. So we could play this to pump up one of our minions. Does that save anyone from anything that I want to do? Not really, because I want to do that. I can't save this even if I pump him up with either one of these. He will not be saved from either one of these engagements. So maybe I just pump up him, or maybe I pump up no one and I just play the Harvest Golem. I don't want to play the King Mukla while he's got a creature in play. So we're gonna go like this, and then we're gonna go that into that. And we're gonna go that into that, because that needs to die as soon as possible. Obviously that's a tough trade for me, you know, throwing away a priestess to get rid of a leper gnome, but we don't want the leper gnome to do any more damage than he has to, so. We also only want to play King Mukla to an empty board, and we're gonna be able to do that this upcoming turn, because I'm gonna kill off that, and we're gonna throw King Mukla into play. He's Rushdown Paladin is what, if you haven't figured it out by now, Rushdown Paladin is what we're up against. Ooh, the other thing is, instead of Mukla, I could Defender of Argus right now. Or I could just save Defender of Argus for an upcoming turn. Because Mukla won't die to that. So actually, let's throw down. We're gonna be he attacks me with that. Yeah, you know what? Sure, let's throw down Defender of Argus right now. My thinking is that he's obviously going to rush down for my face. This stops him from hitting me for 4 in the face with the True Silver Champion. Even if he throws down a Consecrate, the True Silver Champion does not die. I do not take that 4 to the face. So yeah, he's gonna go right into that. So there we go. I saved myself from going down to 12 HP, potentially 10 had he hit me with the South Sea Deckhand, which, based on his actions so far, he totally would have hit me with the South Sea Deckhand. So I think that is, I think that's A-okay by me. Okay. We can go 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Let's go like, we want to kill that because we need his board to be empty. And then we're going to throw down Mukla. And I actually should have I should have Direwolf Alpha. I could have brought him down 1 more than I did. I could have brought him down to 23, so I should have Direwolf Alpha'd earlier. And at this point, actually, I desperately need some of my taunts. We've got a few in this deck: Shield Bearer, Voidwalker, and then obviously you've already seen Defender of Argus. There's a Consecrate, gets rid of all but my Mukla. And, okay, so he's gonna play a 1/1, which I actually kind of am gonna want to kill, unfortunately. I need to slow up this process that he's doing here.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
I need to slow up him hitting me in the face. So what would, if I had not killed that? Obviously, hit him for the 6. Hit him in the face for 6. No, because what he then could have done next turn is he could have double banana to that 1/1 and then hit me in the face for 3. And then we know Leroy's coming. Here it is. Here's 2 bananas on the Leroy. So now he's gonna hit me for 8. And then there's a leper gnome. Okay, so we can kill the Leroy. We're in a lot of trouble this game, though. We're gonna take another 2 from killing the leper gnome. We can kill the Leroy. Alright, so we kill the leper gnome, obviously. We kill the Leroy. We're down to 4 now. So all he needs to do is draw into a weapon.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
I could tap, but then if he draws into a Consecrate, he wins. So I'm not going to tap. If he draws into a weapon, he wins. If I tapped and he drew into a Consecrate, he would have won. Oh, actually, he's Argent Commanders too. Oh, yeah! We had the win. Woo! That was one very close game against a rushdown paladin. We are playing against now a warrior. This is actually a pretty okay opening hand. So we play the Flame Imp, we take the 2, and if he weapons to kill it, then he's gonna take that 3 in the face, and that's fair. He goes down 3, we go down 3. The Fairy Dragon will be very nice in this matchup. Warrior has a handful of removal cards, but the Fairy Dragon does bypass that. It bypasses the slam, it bypasses the shield slam. Of course, he can still weapon attack into it, he can still creature into it, but I think overall this is a decent hand in this matchup. If the Flame Imp lives past this next turn, I'm gonna be feeling good. If we can get at least 3 damage and a removal, or 6 damage out of this card, it's pretty good. Now, if he's got that removal for 2-drop, if he's got the slam, if he's got the Fiery War Axe, he will obviously be coining into that right now. But if not, yeah, that's pretty solid for us. And we'll probably go with the Fairy Dragon next turn as well. Yeah, we probably will. Even though we do have to worry about cleave happening at that point. All right, so there's the Fiery War Axe, and then he's gonna be taking that damage in the face. Now, for that reason, we are not going to Fairy Dragon right now, because he could just attack into that. But we've got the double Argent Squire, which is obviously a nice play for us. So we're gonna throw that down, and we hope he uses his weapon attack. We just don't want him using it against the Fairy Dragon. I will play the Harvest Golem next turn, and if he uses it against a Harvest Golem, okay. But the Fairy Dragon is something I don't want to lose to that, so. Because the Fairy Dragon is just too valuable otherwise. Oh, you know what, actually? Let's go like this. We're gonna Fairy Dragon and Voidwalker. So now, until he removes the Voidwalker, he cannot attack into the Fairy Dragon. He could armor up and shield slam for he could armor up and shield slam for 2, but since we got rid of his pre-existing armor, he cannot shield slam to kill the Voidwalker. So this is actually pretty solid. All right, so here's an armor up. And then is he gonna do anything? He might be waiting a couple turns and sitting on Brawl. I think I'm still gonna extend, even though he's got the opportunity to be sitting on Brawl in the next couple of turns. I think I'm still gonna extend because I want to keep pushing, keep pushing, especially since we're doing so with like Harvest Golem, for example.
I fight.
We'll hold off on the Defender of Argus though, that's for certain. But I think this board looks pretty good. If he comes up into a Brawl in an upcoming turn, I don't know, we'll see, but I might just stick with this board, and we'll see what he does on turn 5. If nothing happens on turn 5, then we'll keep going. Alright, so here we go. Now he's gonna be able to pop off that. Now he can go into my Fairy Dragon if he so desires. Now, board control is the big thing with this deck, so I'm actually gonna be getting rid of his, this guy right here, and I'm gonna be doing it with my brand new 2-1 that we just acquired here. Oh boy. Doomguard's pretty nice. Let's go with the Defender of Argus now. We're gonna put that on our 2 guys here. Again, we're worried about Brawl. It is a possibility. We'll be finding out if that's gonna happen very soon. If it does, we still have, there's the Brawl. So we end up keeping a 2-2 taunt here. I learned something fairly recently. The last minion to go into the Brawl is the one that wins. That is something that I learned fairly recently. It's actually very interesting. We are going to Mukla instead of Doomguarding right now. Ooh, get the Soulfire. That sucks, actually. We're going to Mukla because he's got no creatures in play. And Mukla is best played to an empty board. And we have the potential for a victory next turn if he gains no armor. We've got the Doomguard for 5. Obviously, you can run the risk of playing a Soulfire, but you don't really want to do that with a Doomguard in your hand because you don't want to run the risk of losing the Doomguard to the Soulfire or discard mechanic. If for some reason he doesn't armor up right now, we have the win next turn. Or, of course, he could play a Taunt, which would stop that from happening as well. Okay, so never mind. He's going to do that, which is going to prevent us from winning. And that actually really sucks. Ooh, boy. Oh, boy. Is this the win no matter what? Yes, it is. All right, so we Soulfire once. Let's see what we lose. We lose a Soulfire. We play a Doomguard. There's the win. Bam. Game number 2. Sweet victory. Much easier than last game, too. Much less nerve-wracking. Matchup number 3 against a Mage. The Young Priestess. Ugh, man. We play it. We know it dies to a Fire Blast, but it's also a 1-drop for the Knife Juggler, you know? We'll keep it, we'll keep it. We know the Young Priestess will die. This deck actually doesn't have a lot of super easily killable 1-health minions, but it does have some. We're gonna open up with the Flame Imp here. There's a okay chance that this will live for the turn. He could Arcane Missile. He could, oh, you know what, he's gonna friggin' Frostbolt it, isn't he? There it is, all right. So there's a Frostbolt not to our face. And there's a Frostbolt that's also not going to a Knife Juggler.
Put this apple on your head.
Throw down the Knife Juggler. Let's see if that lives for the turn. So long as we draw a 1 or 2 drop next turn, we will get 2 pings from the Knife Juggler if it lives right now, or we will see another Frostbolt against it. Are you serious? He is serious. There's the second Frostbolt. This is sort of rough going here. Not exactly fantastic or anything. That is dead, obviously. We know how that's gonna die. This will also use up his turn though, which is part of the reason why I played it. Next turn we can Dark Iron Dwarf. If for some odd reason he doesn't kill this right now and decides to go with some sort of a 2 or 3 drop, then we will get 3 damage out of, 4 damage out of our Young Priestess next turn. Okay, so there's the Fire Blast, and that is his turn. I mean, we knew that was going to happen when we had it in our opening hand. We positively knew that that was going to be the outcome. And frankly, I don't even want to use my Soulfire at this point, but since we've got Doomguard here. So off to a slower start because our opponent has had answers for everything we've played thus far. I'm trying to think. I can Soulfire that. Or I could ignore it and play a Defender of Argus and hit him for a bunch.
The light protects me.
My shield for Argus.
I'm gonna do that. We're gonna hit him here. He's gotta go through the taunts, and after he takes the damage to his minion, we can then Soulfire it. I just hope I don't lose the Doomguard when we do. Let's see what else he's got going on. He's gonna Fireball that. He still has to go into this. So it's gonna take 2, and then we can Soulfire kill it. All right, we're gonna do that. Let's see what we lose. Yeah. All right, well, we're gonna play Bloodhoof. That is an obvious polymorph target. However, if he polymorphs it and then Fire Blast it, that's his turn. So then we can hit him for 4 next turn, bringing him down to 17. And if he doesn't polymorph, that's very good for us as well. And he does not polymorph, which is very good for us. Oh my gosh, that Soulfire. Oh boy. All right, what do we want to play? This or that? I'm actually going to go with the Dark Iron Dwarf. We can hold on to the Soulfire. Yeah, we can hold on to the Soulfire. We don't have to use it. We can just get rid of... with this. Get rid of that. We will keep the Soulfire. And then next turn, as long as we don't draw a Doomguard next turn, pretty much anything that we draw, okay. Well, that's all but the one. Hopefully we can play 2 creatures. Oh my gosh, did we seriously draw the Doomguard? That is horrible. I can take a chance, I can risk it.
For honor.
To bring him really low. I can increase my odds. Okay, here we go. Gonna Void Walker. Hopefully we don't lose the Doomguard. We do not. That is glorious. Bring him now down to 2. Oh, whoo, yeah. There's the win. Cha-ching, cha-ching. Game number 3. The victory. I don't know why I said cha-ching. I received no money. There was no currency exchange. I'm just pumped. And our 4th and final game today is against a Druid. I'm trying to think here. The Soulfire is actually really good against a Druid. I don't know that I want 2 3-drops though. Let's keep the Shattered Sun Cleric. Hopefully we get a 1 or 2 drop here. There we go. That's nice. Flame Imp. Actually.
My greeting.
Hello.
I greet you.
Oh boy. I am quite keen on that opening hand. The Shield Bearer in conjunction with the Flame Imp to protect said Flame Imp, unless, of course, he plays a Wrath. But that protects him from a Claw. And there we go. He lives! Now, probably gonna be seeing a swipe next turn. However, he will, if I play this, he will only be able to kill 1 of those 2 creatures with the swipe. So I'm gonna play this. Okay? He's only gonna be able to kill the Flame Imp. This will go down to 1. He can attack into it in a future turn. However, he'll be taking some damage in the process. Or he could be innervating into 4/6 Taunt, Druid of the Claw. Ah, Keeper. Well, would you look at that? I don't want to Soulfire the Keeper, and I'm not going to Soulfire the Keeper. I'm trying to think though. Do I want to go Pump Up?
We must cleanse the
Bring that on him. And we're gonna ignore his creature because it's a 2/4. Soulfire I want to use against Druid of the Claw or bigger threats. The 2/4, not really an ideal target for that. I'm actually super surprised that he did not have a swipe for his last play. Not that I think the play that he did do is terrible, but... Alright, so we're gonna see a Wrath there for 3, killing off that. He's gonna attack into this, playing himself a Harvest Golem. Actually, you know what? Maybe we kill the Harvest Golem with the Soulfire, and then we can attack into it with that. Yeah. I'm gonna go like this. And we're gonna kill that. And I actually think I should do that. Again, board control is the primary MO of this deck. I've been playing it a little loosey in the earlier portions of this game, as I have been focusing a little more on his face, but there you go. That's the only reason I played that other Soulfire, because we had drawn into another one. So now we can do this. Tap. Let's see what we get. We get Bloodhoof. That'll be a nice play for next turn, most likely. We'll have to see. He can swipe me, kill both those creatures, and then attack into the Fairy Dragon. That is a potential play. He does not do that. He goes with that, and actually now that sucks because now we can't get by that. Unless we draw into Doomguard. And if we do, we lose Bloodhoof. Ooh, or that. Yep. So there's both of his Druid of the Claws. We've got a nice 4/4 body in play right now. Next turn we can Bloodhoof plus a Voidwalker, which will be very nice. Bloodhoof, pretty annoying for a Druid to deal with. If he kills it, it comes back. He can silence it. It's still a 4/5. There's an Ancient going with the card draw, most likely. There it is. Probably not going to see anything for that 1 mana. Or what? Okay, Innervate. Maybe a Golem? Yeah, Harvest Golem. There it is. Yeah, I think.
My greeting.
Okay, he's just gonna keep talking. I think this will be the play. Now the question is.
Take heart. The Earth Mother is near.
Question is, which do we attack? I'm actually gonna go with that. We're gonna bring him down to 1 health. Ouch, this is gonna hurt. Blood Mage Thalnos. There's a swipe. There goes that. First incarnation of it. And then he's gonna attack into this. And then he can kill my Karn Bloodhoof with his 5/1. Or he can hit me for 5 in the face. We'll have to just see what he's prioritizing here. I actually expected him to hit me in the face because I would obviously devote energy to killing that. I'm honestly a bit surprised.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
I am honestly a bit surprised he didn't hit me in the face with that. Because I think it seems quite obvious that I would not let a 5/1 stay in play. Especially after he hit me in the face and brought me down to what I would have been a 12 at that point.
I must safeguard.
Here's a Keeper, there's the Silence on the 2/3. He's gonna attack, kill it, keep his guy. This is rough. This is a loss, my friends. Yep, definite loss. I don't see us coming. I don't see us pulling out a victory from this one here. Just do not see it happening. At all. Yeah, I mean, he's got a surefire victory. I could bring that down to 1, then he just hits me in the face with it. I get no value out of that if I do it.
Forward.
I guess I kind of have to just kill that. Because I would have gotten no true value. If I brought that down to 1, he would have not thrown it into one of my creatures. He would have just hit me in. And there you go, pumps up his creature +2/+2. And hits for the... Why didn't you just kill me? Okay. Well, he could have killed me, and he's gonna next turn. So that is the game. Super salty. All right, let's go ahead and wrap up the video. 4 games, relatively quick matches as well, like, as you kind of expect with this deck. Currently sitting at rank 12. I'm going to be playing a bit more of the ladder. We're going to start up those deck spotlight videos very soon, so stay tuned for those. I like this deck. Once again, don't kick my robots. Warlock Zoo deck from Christopher. Hopefully you enjoyed the gameplay. Stay tuned for more Hearthstone and other great game coverage coming up. Hope you have a great day. Keep watching and keep owning.